Well, we now have every build within disorder, at least up to level 4, so it's time to start the final push and upgrade them to level 5. Which, I'll be honest with you, there's not a lot of buildings left to upgrade. Here's a list of everything that we have left. So let's set these idiots up with some new work orders then, and we are going to start another little project whilst to get on with them. So I think to begin with, what we will do is set up the restaurants to be upgraded first, as well as the hospital builds, which some of them really won't take too long to upgrade to level 5. That is the True Dwarven Hospital there, a very simple upgrade, versus upgrades like the Sandstone Restaurant within the cave system, which is a bit more complicated to do. But by the looks of it, that is all 6 of our builders then with a new work order each, apart from Jalia, who of course is being difficult. Jalia is upgrading an acacia-styled house to level 5 for us at the moment, but is requesting in some exposed copper trapdoors for it. We can make copper of course, oxidize it, weather it, whatever it requires, but that will take far too long and I am very impatient, so I've once again installed a new mod just to help us with that. This is a copper oxidizer, and within it I should be able to put in some coal alongside our blocks of copper, which over time should start to age and oxidize and output us our oxidized copper, which we do need exposed copper, not oxidized for this, but then again, that's easy enough sorted. And I'm just assuming that it's the mechanic who will learn the copper trapdoor recipe. Yes it is. And I'll go even one step further. Here's your exposed copper blocks. Well, that is one recipe now sorted and off of the open request list. We do have a few more here that we'll need to teach, which are all for Ashley and her restaurant upgrade. Rather expensive if you ask me. Well, that's all recipes now taught, so the builders should just get on with their works there. As for us, let's look into something a bit different. The area that we have here was originally home to the nether miner. This was the Nordic themed nether miner, and I also had a house constructed here as well, which I have ripped down. So what I'm going to do is just pick up both of these builds at the moment, and with the nether miner at least, we will find it a more suitable location somewhere within this giant area that we have here. So I really enjoy the natural vibe of the mystical site that we've set up here, and basically I want to do the same similar out here, but using this Asian style wisteria tree decoration, which I do really enjoy the aesthetics of this as well, and I think it would fit rather nicely into this area. So let's go ahead with this decoration. And as for the nether miner build, we will find a home for it within here as well, and just basically surround it with some forests. And that's Ellison just finishing off with the Dark Oak Hospital. That is our first level 5 hospital, and she has picked up our wisteria garden decoration next. Brilliant. A lot of lush cave related items required for it, which we will go around and teach to the colony whenever she requests in anything. Jalia is just about to wrap up with the acacia house. This will be to level 5. And there it is. And here's the exposed copper trap doors that she was requesting in. Going to good use, I see. And she has picked up the True Dwarven style of hospital, which really won't take her too long at all to do. And that is Riley just finishing off with the fortress style hospital over in the cave system. Damn, I didn't realise she was nearly done with it. That was a ridiculously quick build for her. Excellent. I think we will get her moving on to upgrade the fisherman's hut next, which is surprisingly a fairly complicated build, but regardless, I will set her up with this. Alrighty then, Ellison, how are we getting on here? We are clearing it out at least. This is definitely quite a big decoration whenever you see its footprint, but she's not yet requesting in anything for it, so I will just let her clear it out. The fortress-style hospital within the cave system is now up to level 5, and inside of it definitely has had a bit of an upgrade. And is this like a wet room inside of here? Oh, this is weird. But the building has one function, and that is to get these idiots back up and working. So, Mustafa, go see to your patient. And you, Moss Golem, could you please just put that down? I'm sure it's got work to do by itself. Just next door to the hospital, we have the Sandstone Restaurant, which seems to be coming along an absolute treat. I do see these ridiculously expensive blocks now coming into play. Ugh, this is a very, very wasteful upgrade. But Ashley is now 90% done with this upgrade, so it will flag off as complete any moment now. Who really needs a gold-plated door? What a waste of resources. Anyway, there's the restaurant, now up to level 5. And that was Jalia just finishing off the level 5 upgrade to the hospital. So I think we will get Ashley upgrading the composter's hut next. And let's get Jalia then upgrading the bakery to level 5. Which might take her quite some time to do here. I see that Ellison is now starting to request in a lot of items for her upgrade. A lot of stone and mossy related items, which we will need to go to the stonemason for. And we will need to get our hands on a lot of rooted dirt here as well. Well, it may take a while, but I do know how to get rooted dirt. Well, it certainly wasn't the most efficient use of my time, but we now have all of the rooted dirt we're going to require. So here you are then, Ellison. You take in all of those and never ask me for any more rooted dirt. Whilst we were away there, I seen that was Mariah just finishing off with the Asian style restaurant. So she's going to require a new project to get on with, which we certainly have plenty of them to be getting on with out here within the industry district. Let's maybe just start off from one end of it and work our way downwards. Hello Mario, let's upgrade you to level 5. Jalia has just finished off with the bakery upgrade. Perfect. It was a fairly small upgrade after all, but good. Yet something else up to level 5. I think we will move Jalia on to the school upgrade next, which I think some of the pupils within it are maybe ready to advance here, Seth. Maybe just let it go. The list of buildings still to be upgraded to level 5 is certainly shrinking. As heartbreaking as it is, Little Disorder is soon going to be complete. We are fast approaching 40% completion with the Wisteria garden decoration, and here's all the rooted dirt now in it. And that was Koa just also finishing off with the last restaurant to level 5, the medieval birch one. So let's also get him moving on to something else then, a level 5 upgrade to the library. We have in a few open requests from Mariah, both of which are concrete recipes to the concrete mixer. I was wrong about teaching to the concrete mixer. We actually teach it to the stonemason. And we are now 3/4 of the way done with the Wisteria garden decoration, which she has flung up here really, really quickly. And I must admit that this tree in the centre looks a hell of a lot better than the mystical site one. We are now approaching 90% completion with the decoration, and I can already see some idiots coming around just to enjoy the majesty of it. I will take a lot of the decorating ideas from this and incorporate it into the rest of the land around here, just as we start to rebuild the nether miner. Genuinely something quite nice about just seeing these idiots come out here just to enjoy it, actually using these buildings for once rather than it just simply be as decoration. And that is it, pretty much now complete. She's just putting in a few more glowberries and it will flag off as done. Perfect. Right then, Ellison, next on the list is the re-establishment of the nether miner, but that will be a project for us in the offline here. I think for today, we've certainly done not too bad.